Hey, what's up guys, Lethal Fool here, and we're talking about some holster compatibility options, especially when it comes to lights and handguns. So the first thing I want to talk about is that there are holster options available in the market for multiple patterns of handguns that accept the same light. This is a Black Hawk Omnivore, traditionally a duty holster. You can take multiple different handguns, and if they all are compatible, they all have the same light. For instance, this is a Streamlight TRL 1 HL. I can take several different handguns with that same light and drop it in this holster just fine, because the retention is based around the light, and essentially the holster is large enough to fit multiple different handguns. Now, I know that Tier 1 Conceal makes something like the MSP, and there are other companies that do this, and you can get different light variations for the holster. But I want to say that this is not the best option for concealment. This is a very large holster because of how much space is allotted for all the other types of handguns. So that means it's not contoured to the handgun. It's not slimmed down profile. It doesn't hug the gun essentially in a way that helps you conceal the firearm the best. So I wanted to kind of give everybody a little bit of a piece of advice. If you're in the market for a handgun holster and you can't find a light bearing style of holster for your firearm, check your other holsters first. For instance, it has been very difficult for me to find a light bearing option holster appendix carry rig with a sidecar for my Hellcat Pro with a light. I mentioned it before when I got the Hellcat Pro that Tier 1 Conceal has yet to come out with a light bearing option for the Hellcat Pro, and this is August 24th of 2022. I don't think they have a light bearing option for the Hellcat Pro in regards to the Axis Elite or Axis Slim, or Aegis Elite, I'm sorry. So it kind of puts the pressure on other companies to make such things, and it puts the pressure on the consumer because you know, if you're looking for a certain holster and they don't have your option, your carry option available, then it's kind of frustrating. So what I had found in the process of searching for and trying to come up with a solution is that the Hellcat Pro will fit my Glock 19 holster from Tier 1 Concealed, the light bearing option. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about here in just a second. Okay, so Tier 1 Concealed does not make this holster for a Hellcat Pro. But again, this is a Glock 19 APLC light bearing holster, Aegis Slim from Tier 1 Concealed. And if you don't believe me, I'll show you that my Glock 45 fits in here just fine with the APLC attached to it. It's going to take me just a second to attach it, so bear with me. Okay, so this is a Glock 45, so pretty much a Glock 19 up here with an APLC on the front. And just to show you that this is the holster for the gun, it fits in there smooth as butter, just like a glove, okay? It also accepts a magazine. All right, so this is what I would carry. And I'm holding it now, and I'm thinking, Jesus, this is a lot of weight. Hellcat Pro with the APLC. And I know that Enforce has since discontinued this light, and they make something else called like a wild one. But the point is if you have a TLR7, if you have Inforce Wild One, if you have another light bearing option that you've used on a larger handgun, try that holster, because mine fits, and it fits well. There's good retention, but it's not too bad, right? The trigger guard is covered, so it's safe. I can turn it upside down, hold it, and shake it, and it's not coming out of there. So there's good retention on this gun with this holster and light. So you're probably wondering, what about the magazine? Because the magazine to the Hellcat Pro is obviously a lot slimmer than a Glock 19 style magazine. Well, the answer to your question is dimensionally it fits. It's just not as snug. So how do you fix that issue? Well, Tier 1 Concealed sends their holsters off with bearings about this size, compressed down so that you can adjust your retention, because this is just like a rubber piece that flexes. All right, and it allows you to, you can see it on this side here, and you can see that there are some here. Well, there's one here, and I replaced it with a smaller one. So now we have less room for the magazine, which would have traditionally been the Glock 19 magazine, and I have shrunk that down here as opposed to it being here. So it's absolutely doable, and all you got to do is remove one screw, and now you have a light bearing option for your Hellcat Pro with a sidecar appendix rig. And I'm not waiting 8 weeks for a new holster. I'm not paying $130 to $150. And currently I've been waiting way too long for them to actually release a holster for this configuration. At least for the TLR7 is what I was going to do. But now it's just, it makes sense for me to continue to run this rig. And when the time comes, maybe I'll get another holster. But the point is that if you're running a gun that you can't find a holster for because they don't make a light bearing option, try your holsters out. I'm sure that everybody has a drawer full of them, just like me, and you know, they've kind of been sitting there collecting dust for a while. So try them out before you go out and buy another holster that might end up collecting dust regardless. So yes, this discovery has led me to want to make this video, but while we're kind of in this together, I also have a Tier 1 Concealed Spara holster, which is for the Glock 19 with the APLC, and I have literally not done this yet, but I want to see if it fits the Hellcat Pro with the APLC. So we're going to find out together. A little tight. So again, your mileage may vary. I would not carry this. If I did, I would have to do some type of modifications in order to get that. But this is smooth as butter, and I don't know why. So I implore you, look at your holster options, you know, what you've already got, before you go out and spend a whole lot of money, or bang your head against the wall because nobody's making the gun and light combination for the holster you want. All right, so that being said, since we're already on the subject, I'll just show you guys that the Hellcat Pro also fits in here, and I'll show you something else that I kind of just wanted to test out. So now we have a Hellcat Pro with a TLR1 HL. This makes absolutely no sense, but I did want to show you that it fits in a or what is this? I'm sorry. Black Hawk Omnivore. Clearly, right? Talked about that. Because this is designed to be overly large. Look how much space is in between the gun and the holster. Like, you wouldn't want to carry this, even if you were open carrying this. I mean, it would be disgustingly obvious. Or undisgustingly obvious, or whatever, whoever you're appealing to. But now we have the same issue before, okay? I said check your light and check your gun to see if it fits a holster for a bigger firearm, right? So this is a holster for a Glock 19 or Glock 45, whatever, with a HL or TLR HL1. TLR1 HL, sorry. And this would fit perfectly. Matter of fact, I'll show you. It's snug. I mean, it fits like a glove. I won't review the Bravo concealment holster. I'll save that for another day. But this is like what I carry off duty. All right, this is my off-duty holster, and it's exactly what I need. So, will the Hellcat Pro fit in the Bravo concealment HL1 series holster? Let's find out. All right, Hellcat Pro TLR1 HL Bravo concealment. No, does not fit. Why? Probably because it has something to do with the gun also offering retention in this holster. But nonetheless, you try it, it doesn't work, you don't do it again. So both of my outside waistband holsters are not going to help me in a light compatible manner as far as the Hellcat Pro. But the cool thing about that is that people are making all types of outside waistband holsters for the Hellcat Pro and stuff like that. But again, the niche area, the niche market for the Hellcat Pro that nobody's really putting any work into is a light bearing option. So I implore you, if you have a TLR7 that you've been wanting to run on your Hellcat Pro, but you already have a TLR7 in a holster for another gun that, especially if it's larger in size, try it out, because you don't know for sure if it's going to fit until you try it. Because on paper, I would have thought that this would have fit the Hellcat Pro and the light, but again, try it out. You never know what you got. And if you got tons of holsters laying around like most of us do, it's worth taking the time to try those things. All right, so that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe. Again, this is Lethal Fool, and take a look around my channel, see if there's anything else that might interest you. All right, have a good day.